Alright, you guys, so I'm giving you a last minute review for our quiz tomorrow on polynomial division and volume of a box. So let's go ahead and get it started. First example problem. On your test tomorrow, I do not care if you use synthetic or long division. All I care about is that you get the right answer and that you are able to divide polynomials. So, in the first example, f of x equals x cubed plus, if I can do a plus, 2x squared. I'm having technical difficulties. That should be a squared. Minus 4x minus 8. Alright, so I am wanting you to divide this by x minus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with solving this using synthetic division first. Only because, I don't know, it's quicker. So first things first, you're going to have to put the root from this inside your box. So I find my root by setting this equal to 0 and solving for x. So I would get that x equals 2. So I'm going to put 2 right there. Another quick way to do this is just check this out. And whatever sign that has in front of it, flip the sign. So now I'm ready to lay across all of my coefficients. So we have to go in order. If we have, and we do, an x cubed, it is your synthetic division is expecting the coefficient for x squared, then for x, and last but not least, a number all by itself. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, I want to color in pink. I am going to write down my coefficients. So I have the coefficient for x cubed is 1, then 2, then negative 4, and then negative 8. Kind of wrote too big, didn't I? So I got 1, 2, negative 4, and negative 8. I got all of these from my coefficients in the problem that was given to me. First step, drop this down. Then from here on out, it's just multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 4 plus 8 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. And negative 8 plus 8 is 0. So I don't have a remainder. That's cool. I see that this, my original function started off with x cubed. That means that I am going to use x squared as my starting coefficient here. So it will be 1x squared, or just x squared, plus 4x plus 4. So what we have done is factored out this x minus 2 from the original problem, and it left us with x squared plus 4x plus 4. Well, I'm looking at this, and this looks like it can be factored one more time. First step, parentheses. Second step, x's. Third step, signs. You always look to the right. If it's a plus sign, the only thing it tells you is that your two signs that are going to go into your parentheses are going to be the same. What same are they going to be? You have to look to the first. So they're going to be plus and plus, and I'm just going to bring this dude down. So, what two numbers, if you multiply them together, get 4. If you add them together, you get 4. Well, duh. The answer is 2 and 2. So this right here would be my final answer. I can already hear some of you guys say, oh, but miss, I hate synthetic division. Fine, fine, fine. I'm going to do the same exact problem using long division. So, just like we do in class, the very first thing you want to look at are your first terms. I'm going to look here and I'm going to look there. And you ask yourself, what do I need to multiply this by to give me this? Well, if you multiplied this by x squared, I always have difficulty right there in the middle if you guys haven't noticed. It won't let me right there. Go ahead and put that at the top. So then you multiply. Well, I got x squared times x. I want to move these. X squared times x is going to give me my x cubed, and x squared times negative 2 will give me my negative 2x squared. You draw the line, you change the signs. Go ahead and add these together. You would get 4x squared and bring down your minus 4x. Do it again. What do you need to multiply this by to get this? Well, I need to multiply by, I'm not going to be able to write it here, unfortunately, so bear with me. There's a method to my madness. I'm going to have to multiply by a positive 4x. So go ahead and multiply both terms now by 4x. 4x times x is 4x squared. 4x times negative 2 is going to be negative 8x. You draw the line, you change the signs. So, of course, those two are going to cancel out. I got negative 4x plus x. It's going to be positive 4x minus 8. Do it again, one more time. What do you need to multiply this by in order to get this? I need to multiply by a positive 4. And multiply everything by that 4. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. You draw your line. You change your signs. And I get a remainder of 0, and there's my answer at the top. I get x minus 2 times x squared plus 4x plus 4. And unlike synthetic division, there's nothing that I really have to change, but I would have to factor my dividend, what we got at the top, to give me my final answer. Alright, you guys, so I actually searched high and low trying to find one that was, I guess, semi-difficult for you guys. That's what I came up with. So again, I'm going to start off using synthetic division, and then I'm going to finish it up using long division. So in this case, I need to find my root here. I need to divide this polynomial by that binomial. The root, which would go inside my cute little box. So, oops. Let me try to draw my table for synthetic division. Let me give myself a little bit more room this time. Alright, so what's going to go in my box is a positive 2 because I had a negative 2 right there. Then I'm going to put my coefficients in the order that they are expected to come in. So I'm expecting the coefficient for x to the 4th. Then x cubed. Then x squared. Uh-oh. I don't have an x squared. So what do you put? You must put 0. If you do not put 0, you will get the wrong answer. Keep going. It's now expecting the coefficient just for x. And then the last number, the constant by itself. Alright, so again, first step, drop down your 1. And then it's multiply, add. So 2 times 1 is 2. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 64 plus 0. There we go, 64. And then 2 times 64 is 128. And if we add these two together, you would get 0. So, because this is x to the 4th, this coefficient down here is going to start with x cubed. And it's going to be x cubed. I'm going to have no x squared. I'm going to have no x by itself. And I'm just going to have a plus 64 by itself. So my answer would be x minus 2 times x cubed plus 64. And yes, there is another way to factor this x cubed plus 64, but I don't want you guys hurting yourselves too bad for that right now. Alright, last but not least, let's do it with the long division. So I'm going to do x to the 4th minus 2x cubed plus 0x squared plus 64x minus 128. So just like we did last time, ask yourself, what do I need to multiply x by to get x to the fourth? I need to multiply by x cubed. So I'll get x to the fourth minus 2x cubed. Draw your line, change your signs. These two would cancel out, those two would cancel out. I would just get 0. If you wanted to do it like this, we can. Well, there is nothing that I can do that's going to give me 0 besides multiplying by 0. So I'm not interested in those. I am interested in a 64x because I can multiply by something and give me 64x. And that is positive 64. And I might as well go ahead and drop down my minus 128. So let's go ahead and multiply. 64 times x is 64x. And look at this, 64 times negative 2 is negative 128. I draw my line, I change my signs, and I get 0 as a remainder. So once again, we get the same answer. X minus 2 times x cubed plus 64.